Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Absolutely Preposterous Sports. I'm your host, Richard Biggs. Today we are joined by Jacko Snacko, aka Zionist Williams, aka Mycicle Salmon. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
No complaints here. Just ready to break down some sports.
Let's get to it then.
All right, we're gonna start off our show with a interesting topic that I've seen going around, and it's who's gonna win Finals MVP. Now we all know the Lakers are winning this series. Do you
Yeah.
agree, at least?
Oh, I can agree with you right there,
Did
100%.
you did you see my last podcast and gracingly or graciously entitled "The Miami Heat Fucking Suck"?
Yes. I got the gist.
Okay, yeah, I broke down why the Heat are absolute dog shit, and now they're faking more injuries. So the only question left is not who's gonna win the finals, but who's gonna win Finals MVP. The leading candidates at the moment, as everyone expects, are Playoff Rondo and the Caruso. Um,
Of course.
yeah, they're averaging respectively 33 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds for the playoff Rondo. And the Crusoe is averaging 34 points, 15 rebounds, but only 3 assists, but that's because he spends most of his time in the paint. So I'd like to get your analysis, Mycicle. Which of those two players is gonna get Finals MVP? Is it playoff Rondo, who's had 3 Finals MVPs in the past with 2 other teams, and is looking to bring home his 3rd Finals MVP from a 3rd team? Or is it the newcomer to the finals, the Caruso, who is just absolutely dominating the Miami Heat?
Listen, all I'm gonna say is embrace tradition. Playoff P is I'm no, I'm
Not
sorry.
playoff
Not
P.
playoff P.
Well, the real
Play
playoff,
my
the playoff
my friend
R.
playoff playoff R, playoff Rondo. He's gonna take it home. He's the heart and soul of the team. Without him, they aren't winning.
That's true. He is the best chemistry guy that we've seen in the league thus far. In his 17th season, year 35, out of Akron, Ohio, playoff Rondo is just built different. He's unstoppable. Um,
Simply is.
he's three for six in the finals, or well, 3 for 9, 3 wins, 6 losses in the finals over his career. He
Yeah.
hasn't won since his second stint in Cleveland, but ever since coming to Los Angeles, he's been really dominating, despite when he's injured. I think I have to agree with you. I think they're gonna go with playoff Rondo, but uh,
Yeah.
but maybe if there's a little skullduggery, they might give it to the Caruso as the new guy to try to Jeannie Buss, the owner of the Lakers, really has her hands in lots of league affairs. She might try to slip it in for the Caruso so that he ends up signing that contract extension at the end of the year, stays with the
Yeah.
Lakers.
That would not be a bad idea. Not at all.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty.
I like it. Some people think he's going to go to Chicago. I think at this point there's absolutely no way he would give up the amazing feeling of playing in the finals with playoff Rondo to start to miss the miss the playoffs again with the
You're kidding me?
Chicago Bulls.
Yeah. They could. It looks like the beginning of a dynasty down south, ain't it?
Yeah, they might pick up Victor Oladipo. Don't sleep on it.
Wow.
All right, next
That.
topics. We're gonna do a quick breakdown. I think I'll have you lead this because you are our executive MLB analyst. A quick breakdown of the upcoming ALDS and NLDS series.
Wow.
What
So let's just.
Yeah, tell
Oh
me
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me some analysis that you've because you've watched the film.
Here's what we have here. The ALDS is going to be epic. Okay. Two huge rivalries between first in the West, the A's and the Astros. Whew. I mean, that could get bloody. I mean, I could see some brawls happening. Some, there's going to be bad blood. And then you look at the Rays and Yankees. They are the top two teams in the American League, in my opinion, and they're duking it out. That's going to be fun.
Do you think that Yankees Rays game is gonna be a high scoring one?
I do not think so, actually. I think it's going to be.
What?
I think it's going to be a great series with um I think it's going to be pitching. I think pitching is going to be the main determinant here. As for hitting, I mean, the Yankees, they outmatch the Rays, but not in the pitching department. So we'll see.
All right, going down to the NLDS.
And in the National League, yeah. So for our first series, the Dodgers and San Diego, that's going to be a good matchup. That's another one where there's some bad blood between the two teams, and Yeah, they're gonna be fighting it out
Do you think we'll see any
to argue.
walk-offs?
Oh yeah, oh big time. These in those high street because the Padres and Dodgers very evenly matched up, and so it's gonna be going down to the wire a lot. I could see that happening.
All right, Marlins Braves.
Marlins Braves. I mean, come on, it's gonna have the Marlins ever lost a playoff series? Like,
All right, that's actually a great transition into our next topic. Marlins are 7-0 in all-time in playoff series. Is it humanly possible for them to lose?
it simply isn't. I mean, everyone knew going in what type of they came in playing the Cubs. The Cubs just looked lost out there. They had no idea what to do against the Marlins. They just had an overwhelming force of dominant pitching and speed and great defense and clutch hitting. It's
Now,
just
what do you attribute to the Marlins' career success in the playoffs, being
hmm,
undefeated? Do you
uh,
think it's an act of God or simply great management?
I think it's an act of God.
I'd have to agree there. I can't find any other explanation for
Nope.
these guys not losing other than God
Nope.
just wants it to happen.
God just wants it to happen to Florida, he of all the things God does to Florida, maybe he can give him some good baseball with Tampa Bay and Miami this year.
I don't know if I'd call Tampa Bay great baseball, but yeah.
Well, they are the number one seed in the American League.
Well, fair enough, but number one seeds aren't always everything.
Yeah, that's
Milwaukee
fair.
Bucks.
That's fair. They did lose in five to Jimmy Buckets
Yeah,
and
who's
the
turned
Miami
into
Heat.
a James no buckets. But moving on to our final topic of the day, we have of the 3-0 football teams, that being for our listeners who don't know, the Bills, the Steelers, the Titans, the Chiefs, the Packers, and the Seahawks, who is most likely to have a running back hit a woman before the season is over? What say you?
I'm gonna have to say Derrick Henry. I mean,
Really? Is it
man,
because of his sheer size, aggressiveness? What is it?
I just have to think it's the sheer size and just I don't know. It always happens to you look at some guys, nicest guys in the world, and they do stupid things like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say it.
You know, that would be a pretty safe bet. I'm going with Devin Singletary from the Bills, simply because the fact he did absolutely but fuck nothing for me last year in fantasy, and I just think that people who don't do well for me in fantasy are obviously evil people with terrible intentions, and I think if you're gonna figure out which person's gonna hit a woman, it's probably the person who's evil with terrible intentions.
Oh yeah. You kidding me?
All right, thanks for joining us today, Mycicle. I hope you have a good one,
Oh.
and I'll see you guys later.